Hi, friends. Welcome to Toon Sprout. This story will help you to learn new words and important phrases, improve your listening skills, and practice pronunciation. Listen carefully, because today's video is super real, super special. Hello and welcome. I want you to take a moment right now, wherever you are, and ask yourself something important. What's stopping me from reaching my dreams? You know, we all have big dreams. We want to get ahead in life, maybe speak English fluently, get that perfect job, travel the world, or finally have the freedom and peace we've been longing for. But the truth is, dreams alone don't make things happen. It's what you do today that creates the future you want. So here's the real question: are you truly working towards those dreams right now, or are you stuck in the cycle of waiting for good luck or the perfect moment that never seems to come? I'm here to tell you something that might shake you a little. There's no magic formula. There's no secret shortcut to success. The only thing that gets you closer to your goals is hard work. If you've ever felt like success is out of reach or that others are luckier than you, today's video will change your perspective. I'll show you why relying on luck will only hold you back, and how hard work is the real key to achieving everything you want in life. So get ready. It's time to stop waiting for luck and start working for your dreams. Let's dive in and discover how hard work can transform your life and your English forever chapter. On the myth of luck. Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something that many people believe in. That thing is luck. We hear this word many times. People say he is lucky, or she got the job because she is lucky. Sometimes people even say, I am not lucky, so I can never succeed. But is this really true as luck, the reason why people become successful, or is there something else behind it? Let me tell you a short story. There was a boy named Raj. Raj was from a small town. His family was not rich. He did not have a good phone. He did not go to a big school, but he had a dream. He wanted to be a software engineer every day. Raj studied for hours. He read books. He watched free videos online. He practiced writing code again and again. Sometimes he failed. But he did not stop. After 3 years, Raj got a job in a big company. People said, wow, Raj is so lucky. But they did not see his hard work. They did not see the long nights, the practice, the failures. Was it luck? No, it was hard work. Now I want to ask you, have you ever heard someone say that person is lucky? Maybe you thought the same. But let's think more deeply. When someone becomes rich or famous, we often see the result. We don't see the process. We don't see the pain, the effort, or the time they spent learning, failing, and trying again. We only see the success, and we call it luck. But success is not magic. It is not about waiting. It is about working. Sometimes believing in luck can be dangerous. It can make us lazy. We may think, if I am lucky, good things will happen. So we wait. We do nothing. We think, why should I try? I am not lucky anyway. This is the problem. Believing too much in luck can stop us from trying it, can stop us from learning new things, from growing, and from reaching our goals. It makes us feel powerless. But when we believe in hard work, we feel strong. We know that our actions matter. We know that if we study, we learn; if we practice, we improve; if we try, we get better. This belief gives us power. It tells us that we can change our life step by step, day by day. Let me give you another example. There was a girl named Amina. She wanted to learn English. Many people told her, "You will never learn, you are not smart, you are not lucky like others." But Amina did not listen. She started small. She listened to English for 10 minutes every day. She read simple stories. She practiced speaking even when she made mistakes. After 1 year, she spoke English very well. People said, "Wow, you are lucky." But she smiled. She knew it was not luck. It was her hard work. You see, when we only believe in luck, we give away our power. We say, "My life depends on chance." But when we believe in hard work, we take the power back. We say, "My life depends on me." Now think about your own goals. Maybe you want to get a good job. Maybe you want to learn English. Maybe you want to start a small business. Do not wait for luck. Do not say, "I will try when I am lucky." Start now, try now. Work. Because luck is not the answer. Action is in the next chapter. We will talk about what hard work really means. But for now, remember this. When you believe in luck, you wait. When you believe in hard work, you grow, and every time you work, you move. One step closer to your dream. So don't wait for luck. Create your own path. Your hard work is your superpower. Chapter 2. What is hard work? Really, hello. Again, in the last chapter, we talked about luck. We learned that luck is not the real reason for success. Now let's talk about something more important, hard work. But what is hard work really? Many people think. Hard work means doing something for a long time, working day and night, getting tired, but that's not the full picture. Hard work is not just about time. It is about focus. It is about effort. It is about doing something again and again, even when it's not easy. It is also about having a goal. When you work hard, you know what you want, and you take small steps every day to reach it. Let me tell you a story from my own life. It's a small story, but it changed how I think about hard work. When I started learning English, I felt nervous. I didn't know where to start, so I made a small plan. I told myself, I will learn 5 new words every day. That's all, just 5 words every day. I wrote them in a notebook. I looked up the meaning. I made sentences. I read them out loud. Some days I forgot, but I kept trying. After 1 month, I knew 150 new words. After 6 months, I knew more than 900. I was not lucky. Just did a small thing every single day. That is hard work. Many people think hard work means doing big things, but that's not true. Hard work can be simple. Let's talk about a student. A student who studies 15 minutes a day every day. She reviews her notes. She asks questions. She doesn't wait for exams to start working. She does a little each day. That student is working hard. She may not feel like a genius, but her daily effort helps her grow or think about a mother. She wakes up early. She cooks. She takes care of the home. She teaches her children. She does this every day without a break. That is also hard work. It may not be on the news. No one may say, "Wow, what a big success." But it is real, powerful hard work. And let's talk about someone learning English. Maybe you are learning right. Now you listen to English stories. You try to speak. You make mistakes. But you keep going. You read one page every day. You try to write in your journal. That is hard work too, even if you are slow. Even if others are faster, your effort matters. Every time you practice, your English gets better. Hard work is not about showing off. It is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent. Doing something again and again with care. It's like planting a seed. You don't see the flower right away, but if you water it every day, one day it will grow. You cannot rush it. You just have to keep going. Let me share another example. There was a man who wanted to run a small shop. He started with only a table and a few things to sell. Every day he opened his table at 700 a.m. He smiled at every customer. He saved a little money each day. After 2 years, he had a real shop. People said he is lucky, but he was not. He was working hard when no one was watching. So now I want you to think, what is something you want? Do you want to speak English fluently? Do you want to find a better job? Do you want to start a small business? Whatever it is, you don't need a lucky day. You need a plan, a simple plan, one small step each day. That is how big things grow. When we understand what hard work really means, we feel stronger. We don't wait. We don't wish. We just start. And we keep going in the next chapter. We will learn how hard work builds confidence. You will see how effort makes you feel proud of yourself, even before success comes. But for now, remember, hard work is not about big things. It is about small, smart steps done with heart. Chapter 3. How hard work builds confidence. Hello again. In the last chapter, we talked about what hard work really means. We saw that it is not always big. Sometimes it is just small steps every day. Now let's talk about something very special, confidence. Confidence means believing in yourself. It means feelings strong inside. But where does confidence come from? Can someone give it to you, or do you have to build it yourself? Let me tell you the truth. Real confidence comes from hard work. When you work hard, you start to feel proud of yourself. You begin to trust yourself. You don't need to wait for others to tell you are good. You know it already, because you did the work you earned. Let me tell you a short story. I had a friend named Arjun. He was very shy. He never spoke in English, even though he wanted to. He was afraid he would make mistakes. He said, "I can't do it. I'm not good enough." One day, he made a decision. He said, "I will speak one sentence in English every day." That was all, one sentence every day. He said something simple. "I like tea." My name is Arjun. Today is a good day. He made mistakes, but he did not stop after 1 week. He spoke 2 sentences a day after 1 month. He could speak for 2 minutes after 3 months. He gave a small speech in class. He was nervous, but he did it when he finished. He smiled. He felt proud. He told me, "I feel different now. I feel strong." That was confidence. Not from luck, not from someone else. It came from his own hard work. You see, when you practice something, every day you get better. When you get better, you feel good. When you feel good, you want to try more. It's like climbing stairs. Each step gives you more strength for the next one. Let's talk about learning. English. Many people feel shy when they speak. They are afraid to make mistakes. They think others are better than me. But here's the truth. Every person who speaks good English today was once a beginner. They made mistakes. They forgot words. They felt nervous too, but they practiced. They worked hard. And that is how they became better. When you listen to English every day, you start to hear more words. You start to understand. When you read, you learn new sentences. When you speak, your mouth gets used to the words. When you write, your mind becomes more active. All of this builds your skills, and when your skills grow, your confidence grows too. Confidence is not something you wait for. It is something you create every time you practice, even for 5 minutes. You are building your confidence even when noon is watching, even when no one says good job. Your heart knows, your mind knows, and that is enough. Let me give you another example. There was a girl named Laya. She wanted to learn how to dance, but she was afraid people would laugh. So she danced alone in her room every morning, 10 minutes a day. After 3 months, she danced in front of her family, then her school. Now she teaches. Dance people say you are so confident, but they don't know about the mornings in her room. That was where her confidence was born, in her quiet, private hard work. So remember, this confidence doesn't come first. Effort comes first. Confidence follows you. Don't have to feel brave to start. You just have to start. And the bravery will grow with every step in the next chapter. We will talk about daily habits and how small things you do every day become big change over time. But for now, I want you to look at yourself. You are learning, you are trying. That is already a reason to feel proud. Keep going. Your confidence is growing with every word you read, every sentence you speak, and every effort you make. Chapter 4. The Power of Daily Habits. Hello again. I'm glad you're still with me. In the last chapter, we learned how hard work builds confidence. Now let's talk about something very simple but very powerful. Daily habits. These are the small things we do every day. They don't seem special. They don't seem big, but if you keep doing them, they can change your life. You see, success is not about doing something big one time. Success comes from doing small things again and again. That's what we call a habit. A habit is something you do so often it becomes a part of your life, like brushing your teeth or drinking water. You don't even think about it. You just do it. Now imagine if good habits became part of your life. Imagine if reading 1 page a day was a habit. Imagine if learning 5 English words every day was your routine. It may not look like much at first, but after 30 days, you would know 150 new words. After 1 year, you would know more than one. 800 words, that's a lot. And it all started with just 5 words a day. Let me tell you a story from my own life. When I wanted to learn English, I made one small promise to myself. I said, every night before bed, I will listen to English for 10 minutes. That's all. Not 1 hour, just 10 minutes. Sometimes I was tired, sometimes I was busy, but I still did it. I listened while brushing my teeth or while lying in bed. After a few weeks, I noticed something. I understood more. The words became easier. My fear started to go away. That small habit changed everything. For me, habits are stronger than we think. They are even more powerful than talent or intelligence. Let me explain why a talented person might do something well once or twice, but someone with good habits will do it every day. And in the long run, that person will grow. A person who studies for 15 minutes a day will learn more than someone who studies for 5 hours only once a month. Why? Because daily practice keeps your mind active. It keeps your memory fresh. It builds your skills, step by step. Let's look at some real-life examples. Do you know who Cristiano Ronaldo is? He's one of the best football players in the world. Many people say he is so talented, but if you read about his life, you'll see something else. He practices more than anyone else. He trains even on holidays. He wakes up early, eats healthy, and works hard every single day. His success comes from his habits. Or take someone like Malala Yousafzai. She's a Nobel Peace Prize winner. She spoke up for girls' education, but do you know how she got strong? By reading. Every day, by writing her thoughts, by learning, even when her school was closed. Her daily habits helped her become confident and brave. Even normal people, like you and me, can create change through habits. A man I once met wanted to improve his health. He didn't join a gym or buy expensive things. He just walked every morning for 15 minutes. After 1 year, he had lost weight, felt stronger, and smiled more. His secret, a small, simple habit. So now let's bring this back to you. You want to learn English. You want to speak well. That's a great goal. But don't try to do everything in one day. Just make a habit. Maybe read 1 page each morning. Listen to a short story every night. Write 5 sentences about your day. Speak out loud while you walk. Choose something small and do it every day. At first it may feel slow. You might think, is this helping? But after 1 month, you will see the change. After 3 months, you will feel the change. After 6 months, others will see the change in you. That is the power of habits. Remember, talent can give you a start. Intelligence can help too. But habits, they will take you to the finish line. They will carry you through the hard days. They will keep you going even when you don't feel like it. In the next chapter, we will talk about patience and time, why success takes time, and why you should never give up just because something feels slow. But for now, I want you to think of one habit. Just one. Make it part of your day. Make it your new beginning, and trust me, your future self will thank you. Chapter 5. Failure is not the end. Hello again. I'm happy you're still here. In the last chapter, we talked about daily habits and how small actions can create big changes. Now let's talk about something that everyone faces, but many people are afraid of. That thing is failure. Yes, failure when we try something and it doesn't work. When we study and still forget, when we work hard and still fall down. It happens to everyone. But here's the most important thing: failure is not the end. Many people think failure means I'm not good enough. They think it means I should stop. But that is not true. Failure is not a stop sign. It is a learning sign. It is a step forward, not a step back. Let me tell you a story from my own life. When I first started speaking English, I made many mistakes. Once I said kitchen when I meant chicken. My friends laughed. I felt shy. I thought maybe I should stop speaking. But then I remembered something: every mistake is a chance to learn. Went home and said both words out loud. Chicken kitchen, chicken kitchen. I said them many times until I could say them right. The next time I didn't make that mistake, I felt proud. That mistake helped me grow. It was not the end. It was Allison. When you work hard, you will fail. Sometimes that's normal. But people who work hard don't see failure as a wall. They see it as a door to the next level. They ask, what can I learn from this? They don't cry for long. They don't give up. They stand up, fix their plan, and try again. Let's look at some examples. There was a man named Thomas Edison. He wanted to make the electric light bulb. Do you know how many times he failed? More than one. 0 times. But he didn't stop. People asked him, why do you keep going? He said, I have not failed. I just found 1,000 ways that didn't work. And finally, he succeeded. Today, we have lights in every home because of a man who didn't give up after failure. Or think about J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter books, before she became famous. Many people said no to her books. Publishers rejected her many times, but she kept writing. She believed in her story. And today, millions of people read her books. Why? Because she didn't let failure stop her. Now let's look at the difference between people who believe in luck and people who believe in hard work. A person who believes in luck might say, oh, I failed. That means I'm unlucky, I should stop. But a person who believes in hard work says, I failed, that means I need to try again. I need to do better next time. And guess what? The person who keeps going is the one who wins. When you believe in hard work, you understand that failure is part of the journey. It is not something to fear. It is something to use. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new. Every time you fall, you learn how to stand up stronger. Let's go back to learning English. Maybe you forget words. Maybe you say things wrong. Maybe someone laughs, but don't stop, keep going. Each mistake is making you better. Speak more, listen more, read more. You are not failing, you are learning, one of my students once said. Tome. I feel like I'm always starting over. I told her, that's okay, starting over means you didn't quit. And guess what? She kept going today. She speaks English with confidence, not because she was lucky, not because she never failed, but because she didn't let failure stop her. So if you feel like giving up, don't if something didn't work today. Try again tomorrow. If you fall down, stand up, wipe off the dust, and walk again. You are not alone. Every strong person you see has asterisk of failure behind their success. In the next chapter, we will talk about how to set goals and stay focused even when things are slow or hard. But for now, just remember this. Failure is not the end. It is a part of the road. Keep walking, keep learning, keep believing in yourself. Chapter 6. The Role of Discipline and Focus. Hello again. You've made it this far. And that's something to feel proud of in the last chapter. We talked about failure and how it's not the end. It's just a part of learning. Now let's go a little deeper. Let's talk about discipline and focus. These are big words, but don't worry. I will explain them in a simple way. So first, what is discipline? Discipline means doing something. Even when you don't feel like it, it means keeping your promise to yourself. If you say, I will study for 15 minutes every day, and you do it even when you are tired or busy or bored, that is discipline. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about showing up. It's about trying again and again. Now, what is focus? Focus means giving all your attention to one thing. It means not letting your mind jump around. It means choosing one task and doing only that. With all your heart in today's world, there are many things that try to take our focus. The phone rings, a message comes in, someone calls your name, but when you focus, you say to yourself, right now I will only do this one thing. That is how big things get done. One small focused step at a time. Let me tell you a story. I knew a man named Raj. Raj wanted to be a writer, but he had a full-time job, a family, and not much time. Still, he woke up every morning at 5:30. He sat down with a notebook and wrote one page, just one page. Every day, some days he was sleepy. Some days he had no idea what to write, but he still wrote. After 1 year, he had written a full book. People asked him, how did you do it? He said, I just did one thing. Every day I didn't rush, I didn't stop. That was discipline, that was focus. Working hard does not mean doing many things at once. It means doing one thing well. You don't need to be busy all the time. You just need to be consistent and focused. It's better to study for 20 minutes with full focus than to sit for 2 hours while checking your phone every few minutes. Real learning happens when you are truly present. Let's talk about learning English. Maybe you want to speak better. Maybe you want to understand more. But your phone keeps buzzing. Your mind starts thinking about dinner or school or work. That's normal. Everyone's mind does that. But here's a little trick when you study. Try to give yourself a quiet space. Put your phone away. Tell yourself, For 15 minutes, I will just do this. Then read or listen or write. After that, you can take a break. But during those 15 minutes, give it your full heart. Here are some simple ideas to help you stay focused. Set a timer. Tell yourself, for the next 10 or 15 minutes, I will only do this one thing. Study in a quiet place if that's not possible. Wear headphones to block out noise. Make a small plan. Write down what you want to learn today. Just one goal take. Breaks after every focused session. Rest for 5 minutes. Stretch. Drink water. Then come back. With fresh energy, remove distractions. Turn off notifications. Keep your phone in another room, if you can. These small things help your mind stay sharp. They help you go deeper, and the deeper you go, the better you learn. Discipline and focus are like muscles. The more you use them, the stronger they become. At first, it might feel hard. You might feel restless, but after some time, your mind will get used to it. You will start enjoying that quiet time. When you're learning, you will start seeing progress, and that will make you feel proud. So remember, hard work is not about doing 100 things. It is about doing one thing every day with care and attention. Stay focused. Be disciplined. Keep your promises to yourself. In the next chapter, we will talk about how to measure your growth, how to see your progress, and why it's important to notice how far you've come. But for now, just take a deep breath. Choose one thing to work on today. Give it your full focus. That is where success begins. Chapter 7. The truth about overnight success. Hello again, my friend. I'm really happy you're still here with me in the last chapter. We talked about discipline and focus, two important tools for anyone who wants to grow. Now let's talk about something many people believe, but is not really true. That is the idea of overnight success. What does that mean? Some people look at a singer or a sports star or a business person and say, wow, they became successful so fast it happened overnight. But the truth is, it didn't, it never does. Success is not fast. Success is quiet, slow, and built step by step. Let me give you an example. Maybe you know the singer Ed Sheeran today. He's famous all over the world. People love his songs. They say he is so lucky. But do you know what he was doing before he became famous? He was singing in the streets. He was playing in small cafes. He was writing songs every day, even when no one was listening for years. He worked hard without fame, without big money. But he didn't stop, and one day someone finally noticed him. That's when people started saying, wow, he became a star overnight. But they didn't see the 10 years of quiet work behind that moment. This happens all the time. People only see the result, not the process. They see the flower, but not the seed. They see the winner, but not the training. They see the speaker, but not the practice. But I want you to see the full picture. I want you to know the truth. There is no such thing as overnight success. It's just years of effort finally, seen by the world. Let me tell you a small story from my life. Once I gave a talk in English. After the talk, someone came home and said, "You are so lucky you speak English, Soul." I smiled, but inside I laughed a little because they didn't see how I got. There, they didn't see the nights I stayed up late listening to English stories. They didn't see the mistakes I made, the times I felt shy, the hours I spent writing and speaking. Alone, that speech was just one day, but the work behind it was many, many days. That's not luck. That's hard work. Let's talk about learning English. Sometimes you hear someone speaking English very well. You might think, wow, they must be very smart. Or maybe they're lucky they learned quickly, but ask them their story, you'll hear something different. You'll hear that they practiced every day, that they watched English videos, listened to podcasts, spoke to friends, read books, and made time even. When they were busy, they didn't wake up one day suddenly knowing English. They built it slowly, quietly, patiently, and one day others saw their progress and said, wow. But it wasn't fast, it was steady. There's a saying I like. It took me 10 years to become an overnight success. That's funny, but also true. We don't always see the time behind success. That's why it's so easy to believe it happened quickly, but now you know the truth now. You understand that every great thing takes time. So why is this important for you? Because sometimes when we don't see fast results, we feel like we are failing. We feel like giving up, but don't. Just because something is slow doesn't mean it's not working. Progress is like growing a tree first. You plant the seed, then you water it every day. You don't see anything at first. Days go by, maybe weeks, and still nothing, but under the ground. Something is happening, the roots are growing. Then, one day, a small green leaf appears. Then a stem. Then branches. Then a full tree. Learning a skill, chasing a dream building. Your life, it's the same. You don't see results right away, but that doesn't mean it's not working. Every time you study, every time you try, every time you take a step, you are building your future. It may be quiet now, but one day people will notice and they'll say, wow, you did it so fast. And you will smile because you'll know the truth. So keep going, don't rush, don't compare, don't stop just because others can't see your work. Your time will come. And when it does, you'll know you didn't get lucky, you earned it in the next chapter. We'll talk about the people around you, how the right people can help you grow, and how the wrong ones can slow you down. But for now, just remember, your slow steps today are building your big success. Tomorrow, Chapter 8, Believing in Yourself. Hello again. Are almost at the end, and I'm so happy you are still here in the last chapter. We talked about how there is no such thing as overnight success. Everything good takes time. And now we will talk about something very powerful, believing in yourself hard. Work is not only about doing things. It is also about thinking in the right way. You can work hard every day, but if deep down you don't believe in yourself, it becomes harder to continue. You may start thinking, maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe I can't do it. These thoughts can slow you down more than anything else. That is why self-belief is so important. But how do you believe in yourself? It may sound difficult, but I will tell you a simple truth. Believing in yourself grows with action. When you take small steps and see small wins, something begins to change inside you. You begin to say, hey, maybe I can do this. And that small voice of hope becomes stronger with every step. Let me tell you a story from my own life. When I first started learning English, I was scared. I didn't believe I could speak. I thought, my accent is bad. What if people laugh? What if I make mistakes? I stayed quiet. I didn't speak in class. I didn't ask questions. I just listened. But inside, I wanted to speak. I wanted to understand. I wanted to be better one day. I decided to try something small. I said just one sentence in English. It wasn't perfect, but I said it. And you know what? Nothing bad happened. No one laughed. In fact, someone smiled and said, "Good try." That one moment gave me a little confidence, so the next day I said 2 sentences. Then I started listening to short stories. Then I wrote small paragraphs. Day by day I got better. Slowly my fear went away, and in its place something new grew: belief. That's how belief works. It doesn't come from just thinking positive thoughts. It comes from doing it, comes from trying. It comes from seeing that you can do something, even if it's small. Every small win is like a brick. One brick may not look like much, but many bricks together build a strong house. That house is yourself, belief. Let's take an example. Imagine you are learning English. You learn 5 new words today that may not sound like a big deal, but tomorrow you know 10. Next week you know 50 soon. You are using those words in sentences. You feel stronger. You understand more. You speak more. And one day you realize, I can do this. That's not luck. That's belief, and belief came from your hard work. There's a reason people say, believe in yourself. It's not just a nice sentence, it's a powerful truth. When you believe in yourself, you stop waiting for others to approve you. You stop needing luck. You stop doubting every step. You start moving forward with your head held high, even when things are hard. You say, I'll try again. Many people wait for someone else to say, you are good enough. But I want to tell you something important. You don't need permission to believe in yourself. You can decide it. You can say to yourself, I am learning, I am growing, I am trying, and that is enough. Sometimes other people will not see your progress. They may not support you. They may laugh or say, it's too hard. But you don't have to listen. You only need to listen to that small voice inside you. And if that voice is weak right now, don't worry. With each small action, it will grow stronger. So what's the best kind of luck in the world? It's not winning a prize. It's not getting something without trying. The best kind of luck is believing in yourself. Because when you believe, you tree. When you try, you learn. When you learn, you grow. And that is the path to real success. In the final chapter, we will bring everything. Together we'll talk about how you can take all these ideas, hard work, habits, failure, focus, belief, and use them in your own life. But before we go there, take a moment now to think about yourself. Think about something you have done recently that made you proud even. If it was small, that small win means you are growing. That is your proof, and that is where belief begins. Chapter 9. Hard work always pays off. Congratulations, you've made it to the final chapter. I hope you're feeling proud of how far You've come in this chapter. We will bring everything together and talk about the most important lesson. Hard work always pays off. We've learned a lot so far. We've talked about the truth behind luck, the power of small daily habits, and how failure is just a part of success. We've seen how belief in yourself grows with action and how focus and discipline help you keep going. Now let's look at the bigger picture. Hard work doesn't always show quick results. Sometimes it may feel like you're doing everything right, but not getting anywhere. Maybe you've been working hard at something for weeks, months, or even years, and it feels like nothing is changing. I want you to know something important. You are making progress even when you can't see it. Imagine this: you plant a seed in the ground. At first you see nothing but dirt. You water it every day, give it sunlight, and take care of it. But the seed doesn't grow right away. Days go by and you might think, am I wasting my time? Why can't I see the results? But you keep going because you know the seed is growing under the soil even if you can't see it yet. And then one day a small green sprout appears. It wasn't luck. It wasn't magic. It was their salt of your hard work, day after day, even when you couldn't see what was happening. Over time, that sprout will grow into a strong plant, and one day it will be a tree. That's how hard work works. It's a process. It takes time, but if you keep planting those seeds, keep working every day, you will see their salts. Maybe not right away, but one day you will look back and say, wow, look how far I've come. I want to share a story that shows this perfectly. It's about a famous person who struggled for many years before achieving success. This person is Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. When he was a child, his teachers told him he was too stupid to learn anything. He failed in school as an adult. He faced many failures before creating the light bulb. In fact, he tried over 1,000 different ways to make it work, and all of them failed. But Edison didn't stop. He didn't say, I'm unlucky, or I'm not meant to be successful. He kept going after each failure. He learned something new. He saw every mistake as a lesson. And eventually he succeeded. His hard work paid off. And now we all enjoy the benefits of his invention. Every day, Edison's story proves something important. Hard work, even with failures along the way, always pays off. The key is to keep trying, to never stop, no matter how hard it gets. Hard work is a journey, not a race, and along the way you will learn, grow, and become stronger. You might be thinking, but what if I'm too old? What if I don't have enough time? What if I'm not good enough? I want to remind you that your efforts matter no matter your age, background, or level. Whether you are learning English, starting a new job, or working on any goal, your efforts are important. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep moving forward step by step every day. And here's something else. Enjoy the process. Too often, we focus only on the end goal. We think, I'll be happy when I finally reach this point. But life is about more than just the destination. It's about the journey. Every day you work hard, you are growing, learning, and becoming a better version of yourself. Celebrate those small wins. Enjoy each step, because that's where the real success is it's important to be patient with yourself. Some days will be harder than others, and that's okay. But remember, the work you're doing today will pay off tomorrow. Keep trusting the process. Believe that every effort you make is moving you closer to your goal, even if you can't see it right away. So no matter where you are on your journey, no matter how big or small your dreams are, keep going. Keep believing in yourself. Trust that your hard work will pay off. The best things in life don't come quickly or easily. They come because you stayed focused, worked hard, and never gave up. You are capable of more than you know. And now, after reading this book, you have the tools and mindset to make your dreams come true. Hard work always pays off. And now it's your time to shine.